Yogurt time. Just was taking dimensions for the one minifigure, and I had to assemble this, and it is physically impossible to take apart. I don't know if you can see on my hands, but they are just completely destroyed from trying to take this thing apart. It's like, it's impossible. It's when a stud is connected to a brick on a pole thing, it's practically impossible to remove the brick unless you remove the stud or whatever it is that's holding it, except when it's on the brick, it's almost impossible to remove them and stuff like that. And even when trying to just push it down on the table, it just won't budge. It's just stuck. Oh, there. It's just, ow, that hurt. Wow, that's not fun. But yeah, it's basically impossible. Honestly, at this point, I'm probably just gonna throw this out. So I was able to quickly get together the packing dimensions for the hairpiece itself, along with the one Friends minifigure. Let's get this to focus. And the difficulty with Friends minifigures is, you see for the legs right here, there is 92253. Then there's also 92252, 92251, 92250. And then for the torsos, there's FTW, FTB, FTP, and there's just like 20 different types, well, like 3 different types of each. And so I had to go through each and every one to make sure I found the correct size and everything like that. So yeah, then that's all done now. So then I'm going to have supper. Unfortunately, I have to make it myself tonight, so I'm probably gonna mess something up real bad. But then when I get back, I can work on adding the packing dimensions for these 4 minifigures now that I have all of the hair pieces needed. And I'm sure, yeah, looking at these parts, I do have all these parts somewhere, so I'm going to be able to work on that. And then this is the rest of the order. For the first time in a very long time, not a single piece was damaged, which is really nice when you're ordering stuff, so that's nice. Although I can't remember why I would order a 1x1 transparent orange stud. I haven't the slightest idea, but I did, and it's here, so I have no idea where it goes, but it goes somewhere presumably. So yeah, then I'll have supper, and then I should be able to add it for that, and then I should probably get some work done. So I don't know what I did, but that food that I made tasted cold and warm, burnt and uncooked, and too salty and completely flavorless, all within the same bite for most of it. So I don't know how that was done. It just was not good. I don't know why I just can't cook for the life of me. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead, and I have the minifigure here and one of the hairs here, but now I have to go through this entire list of parts here and find them where I have them. I know that this one here I have on one of the minifigures I have for sale on eBay, so I can get that from there. And then this one here, I just need this hair piece. And then this one here, I need this hair piece. I'm curious, do I have any of these? I just listed the stuff, so I don't have any of the hair pieces here. So I'll have to grab these from their drawers. And then this is the one that I have already right here. So I have that one, and then I did that one, so I can close that now. So yeah, then I've got these guys here, so then I need to grab the hair pieces and then all of these parts here, and then I can get these dimensions done, and then that is going to be finished. And then let's see here real quick. So 43 changes, so I'd say probably those are for some minifigures. I know these are for some parts. So if I ignore that, there's 12 of those, so about 30, I want to say, are for minifigures. So then that'll bring it down a little bit, and then with all the parts on the way for those, hopefully that'll bring it down more. But yeah, I'll work on these, and then probably after this I should probably get some work done. That took forever, but I think I finally have it. This hose connection is so confusing. I'm looking at the photo here, which is how I eventually got it. So one second, let me just put it on the minifigure just for reference to better show that its comparison to how it is on Bricklink. But so for this right here, you can see the hose goes down the side again and then goes up to connect, which it goes up to connect there. But it has to go down, but you can't just put it down a little bit. You have to get it to go underneath the top of the flashlight thing and then wrap around a whole bunch. It is just really confusing, and the instructions don't help much. They just have just connect the hose, and then it's a weird connection here, and then in the next part it just shows it properly connected. Over here it shows it above this hilt thing, but you can't get that angle with it above the hilt thing. It's just real confusing, but this is done now at least. So I was able to finish with the dimensions. So these are the 4 minifigures right here for the Ghostbusters. All of that is done now, and those are the very last Ghostbusters minifigures in the catalog that don't have packing dimensions. So at least I know, unless they release more Ghostbuster sets, and I happen to be the one who's working on those, that I hopefully will never have to create a Ghostbusters backpack again. Or, well, to be honest, I probably, if I ever sell those Ghostbusters minifigures on eBay, I'll probably sell them without the backpack, or sell them, if I sell them on Bricklink, I'll sell them as new unassembled. I mean, that's how I sell them nowadays, but even if it's used, I'll probably sell it unassembled, because that's just an absolute pain. So, yeah, all of that stuff is done. I was able to clean up the work area a little bit. I brought out my waiting for parts container. So I'm going to go quickly process this order. I still haven't the slightest of ideas why I ordered a single 1x1 transparent orange stud. Although there's probably something for it, probably for like a mini blaster shooter thingy-majiggy or something like that. So who knows? But yeah, I'll try to rebuild a couple things with this, although I don't know if I can rebuild anything. I think this one I might be able to, although I did order. These things are surprisingly difficult to get in new condition, despite them being in some decent, not some decent, a decent amount of new sets and stuff like that. So I had to pay, there's about $1 a piece to get some of these from Europe, because I needed a few of them for one of the minifigures I have, and I was the only person who had quantity of them available in new condition. Used there isn't really too much, I don't think. I never actually checked, and yeah, they're like $1.20 a piece plus shipping. So yeah, these things are not too easy to get, but at least I should have for a long time now. I picked up 50 of them. Didn't want to get too many of them. And then this one I have for Hagrid. This one I have for whatever that person's name is. I have no idea. This one I have no idea why I picked this up, although I'll probably be able to find out relatively easily. This one I'm still waiting for the minifigure. I do think I ordered him, so he should be here soon. Got a Patrick head. Think that I have the rest of him. It's only said that I'm ever missing, it seems. Then I got the EEP or EPI for the one CMF, and then a rifle for a standalone listing. And this one here, I have no idea who it's for either. And this one here is for the one Buzz Droid thing or something from Star Wars. So I do have that there. This here's for the Rocket Droid. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that now, and yeah, then I guess I can finally get to listing. I was actually slightly mistaken. This here isn't for the Rocket Droid, it is for the Assassin Droid. And then looking at this, I just need to quickly grab his head out of my inventory. And then, actually, no, that's what this is for. Okay, so it's for his head thing, and stuff like that. Okay, so then, yeah, that's, I can rebuild this guy then. And then I stand corrected again, because the EEP is not for the Conquistador. He has a flat silver EEP. This here is just a standalone one on eBay. So this goes to drawer 1 right there. And this guy is now relisted for here. He's sold, so I bought another one. So we'll see if that goes. But just realized that his EEP is not on the one of this. So I'm assuming I have one in this drawer somewhere. Perhaps, yep, right here, and I just never knew where it went to. So it's for this guy, at least I know that now. I'll put that drawer away. And let's see, do I still have, yep, the helmet's still on the wanted list. I still haven't gotten his helmet yet again. Let's see, what's the supply in Canada? Well, I sold one, apparently. Don't want to show any details. Yeah, this was in a large order, so it was a while ago. So yeah, then that was that one, but I haven't gotten him again since, but it's still on the wanted list. But either way, that's done. So we just took a look at the GST HST return thing again, and they said to match their records, and then they did a random math equation, but nothing matches up with that, because there's like only 7 or so numbers involved, and we tried adding and deducting and all that type of stuff to try and figure out what they got, and nothing matches up. It's really weird. So yeah, that's just a headache, but we'll probably figure it out eventually. So we'll either have to, I mean, we're gonna have to call them up again, but we'll have to figure out whether or not we need to do something complicated again, because who knows what even this is even related to at this point. I don't know. But I'm done with this stuff, so then it is now time to work on listing the next container. And honestly, I was working on the Friends stuff earlier, so I might as well just get this stuff listed then. Just finished adding all of the Friends stuff to Brickstore, and there was 61 unique lots for these parts right here. And the one thing that I absolutely love about Brick Store now integrated with Recognize is I don't have to manually search up these things on Bricklink. I was rather proficient in searching most things on Bricklink, but mini doll parts are just, they were a pain no matter what, especially their heads. And so now that that is on here, it was really easy to get those added. So yeah, then I just need to grab one piece for this guy's hair. And then that should be all. And then I can get to listing. Just finished checking all of the friend stuff for damage. Some of it was deleted, so it's now down to only 58. And so this is what it is now. So now let's go File, Export, and Upload. And then Paste, Verify. And let's see here. So there's a couple minifigures. Let's see if there's anything to consolidate. Nothing so far. This one I'll have to. And this one. And that's all, but then all in, it's 109.67 for one more drawer done, so not bad. Got one package in the mail today. It was this one right here. One second, let me get out of the bag. It was basically, I went to this store for these torsos here. They were one of only 2 people in the world who had it in quantities. So I picked them up from this store. And then the other store, let me actually get them out of the bag so you can actually see them. Let's see here, one second. Okay, nope. So then I ordered them, and these are the torsos right here. They're from the Talos minifigure or something like that. And funny enough, I ordered these torsos, the heads, and the headgear for this minifigure all at the same time. And I've already gotten these torsos in the mail, but I still haven't been invoiced for the order for the headgear. I think the seller is kind of hoping I'm going to buy more or something like that, because they, after I ordered, they waited a couple days and asked, oh, do I want to buy more? Because they have more available and stuff like that. And I said no. And then it's now been, well, at this point, who knows how long. And they still haven't invoiced me. I have no choice really but to buy from them, because none of the other stores really, well, I mean, there's only one other store that has them in quantity, but they're like twice the price. So I can only wait because there's nothing else I can do. So that'll probably be a little while, but at least I have these torsos here now. Then I picked up one Joker minifigure. Then this one piece for the one Minecraft Lego minifigure I sell. Then a Kashyyyk Trooper helmet, because I needed one of these helmets. Then a C-3PO. Then a couple long blasters. I know I needed them for something, can't remember what. Then one of the minifigures for, I think it's superheroes, I think. Then the one Ninjago minifigure, and then a torso for one other minifigure. But that stuff's all there now. And then a whole bunch of the minifigure dimensions were approved, so it was at 994, and we can refresh it, and it is now down to 965. So good progress being made. Hopefully by time, well, if Bricklink ever does end up adding on-site tax or some tax solution for Canada, then all of this will be done, and that'll just make it a lot easier for practically everyone in Canada. And actually there are several other countries that use dimensions as well, so that will help a lot. And so then I guess I'll probably not be working on this stuff too much for the next little while, mainly because I just have actually got to get stuff listed. So I'll process this order and then get to listing something. Yogurt time. Alright, so now that all of that stuff is done, invoices sent and everything, it is time to get back to listing. So, which container do I want to list next is the question. There's lots to choose from. Which one to go with? This here's the part that always takes the longest for some reason for me to decide, and I just realized that Zane has some clone legs for some reason, so I'm just going to quickly take those clone legs off, because I'm pretty sure those guys actually have some value, some decent value. So I'll put that stuff into the clone drawer there, although that may be Stormtrooper, I don't know, those things always look the same to me, although the helmets are different, so there's that. But which one should I go with to start? Which one? Might as well go with these Shulkin guys, I guess. Although, Shulkin, should I? Yeah, why not? So then I'll just go here as well, grab my current Shulkin drawer, because it's filled up a bit since that drawer's been there. And then I can put that back in there, and then get started on the Shulkin drawer. I now have all of the parts over here, just one minifigure for eBay. There's a couple of the larger piles on this side of the same items. These here are all the white loinscloth and the red, and then the feet, and then everything else over here. So there ended up being 40 of the legs and 16 of the one torso. So overall 24 lots total. I'll now work on pricing it and then getting it listed. So all in all, the drawer ended up being $55.65 for all of these parts here. So now I can go file and export and then paste and verify. And then I just wanted to confirm that these weren't consolidated one before I put them away, just because that'd be a pain to get all 29 of these out of the drawer once I finished. So grab these guys again, put them into that drawer, and then look over here. So then we've got this one here, which I have to consolidate. And did I miss any up here? Nope, it looks like just that one. So from drawer 450, which is this one here, I need to grab the this one, which is right here. No, that's the red one. Right here is the blue one. So I'll grab that. And then this goes into drawer 558. So I'll go to drawer 558, which is right up here. And then that's away. And then now I can go back, close that a little bit there. And then I can go to upload. And that is done. So I guess I can start on the next drawer, and it's 4:42 p.m. And here we're testing out some paints for painting stuff, and they want to go with pink, and I'm sorry, I don't think we should paint everything pink. Just getting it set up on the computer over here now, and then it's Norton's just going crazy because we don't use Norton anymore, so I'll have to I know that when 1001 Bricks was helping me with my computer, we had one program, which I can't remember the name of, but basically it was something that you can use to basically fully delete something from your system so it doesn't cause issues. Because upstairs we went through the uninstall process for Norton and we still get Norton notifications. Here Norton expired and we still get Norton notifications. And on my computer we fully uninstalled Norton and there's no trace of it on my computer anymore. So I am going to try now to basically get that set up on here, and then so I can fully delete Norton. And then also, where is it? On Brick Store, I want to make it so that, let's change mice real quick. Basically, on here, well, this one's already set up basically as good as it can go. So I can exit that. But then this thing here, it's got so many other options on it. I'll simplify it so it looks like mine over there. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this page so that it's all simplified. Like I have mine on this page here and stuff like that. So I'm going to work on that real quickly. And stuff like that, and see what progress can be made. And then we're also going to be ordering a USB switcher thing, basically, so that I can have a button somewhere that can be pressed, so that as long as the one cord is plugged into this laptop, I can just press a button and then the camera will either be going to this computer or to the laptop for when renovations are done, and they're down here for if they want to start scanning stuff while I work on this stuff and stuff like that. So we'll just get all this stuff sorted out. So yeah, I just started the Norton uninstall process, and I am using the Revo uninstaller thing to make sure it gets fully deleted, and it's already been uninstalling for the past like 10 minutes, and it's still just circling and circling. So we'll see how far it goes with the first uninstallation through Norton, and then just clean up all the other files with the Revo. So I just did a quick look through of some of the Zane minifigures, and got these three right here for eBay. I still have these ones here, which, although there are some complete I don't have for eBay, these ones are damaged, so I don't put them to eBay. I just list them as damaged on Bricklink. And then same with these ones here, they're all just damaged in some way. These ones I already have on eBay though, so they're just staying here. And the rest are either incomplete or something like that, so I don't have them for eBay. I just finished uninstalling Norton on my old computer because it's an expired subscription. description. We don't use it anymore and stuff like that. So that's done. And so that should be all good now. And I did finish updating Brick Store so that it does better match this. Actually, I still have to actually update this thing here, so I'll work on that now. I brought down the set that sold, so it's right there. I'll have to get that packed up tomorrow. And so yeah, then I'll get started on creating the Brick Store file for these guys. So I just cleaned up everything over here. Now got that reattached to the normal computer and everything like that. So now I can get started again on Brick Store. So I'll open up Brick Store real quick here and then open this up. And then I'm going to switch to minifigure. I'm actually just going to delete this because it's somewhere in the pile and I might mess around and not need it anymore or something like that. I don't know. So then let's quickly just put the first one in there and then we can see it appear here. Let's get this to focus. Then just press the space bar right there. And then scroll back to the top because I had scrolled down a bit. And I know I have 3 of him, so let's increase that to 3 and add. So then those guys there are now added. So then I'll grab the next guy and put him in there. And then reopen up the scanner and press the space bar and find him. And double check that he is the correct one. And make sure I put it back to 1 because I often forget to change that back, but I always eventually find it. And so then there's that one done. So we'll put the next one in there now and then scan this. And I turned the Xbox off, but the controller is still rumbling, so I'm thinking maybe I forgot to close the app, so who knows. But there's that one, and then it is the second one here I need, and I've got 2 of them, so I'll just change that to 2. And yeah, that thing's moving around, so that's a quantity of 2. Change that back to 1, and then basically just go ahead and add it for all of these ones. I probably will add it for this minifigure, but I know for most of the rest of these, this one here, if I can find arms for him, I'll do the same for him. But all these Zane DX minifigures are all damaged. This one here, maybe not so much. If I can salvage the arms, if I can replace the arms, this might be a good one still, but most of the other ones are all just yellowed or dirty and stuff like that. So yeah, you can just see how nasty some of these ones are. It's not easy to pick up on camera because it's a white surface, but these ones are not too happy. Neither is this one here and stuff like that. So for the most part, these guys here, even this thing's yellowed and the back is all weird and stuff like that. So most of this here, why is there a whole bunch of marker on that one? Will just end up either going in the garbage container or listed as yellowed and stuff like that. But besides these 2, the rest of this is probably just going to be parts, and I don't have his headgear. So yeah, probably just listed as individual parts for most of these. Might be able to build up a few. I'll see if I can like build this minifigure. Just finished scanning all of these guys in, and so let's consolidate it. I know there's a couple duplicates, so it was at 41 before, so let's do that down to 39. Okay, so that's done. And then I found one more complete one for eBay, and then one that's almost complete. Here's actually in nice condition. So I found a head and just needed his headgear. His headgear is almost impossible to get nice and white last time when I got it. Normally the headgear goes for like $1 to $2. I ended up buying them at $5 a piece. I got 2 of them just so I could finally get ones that weren't yellowed. And I mean, the minifigure, it was the more standard version of this one. It was just the normal Zane one. It sold for $15 almost instantly on eBay, so it's definitely worth it for $5 to buy a brand new one if I can't get one in used condition that's decent, because I have even 2 more right here, and they are, I mean, you probably can't see it on the camera much, but they're all yellowed and marked up and stuff like that. So yeah, it's difficult for those guys. So now I'm going to get work pricing these and stuff like that. Almost guaranteed these torsos here, these 4 torsos and these 3 legs are going to be thrown up because these things are just in horrible condition and stuff like that. Like this one here, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Just finally try to get an angle on it. 1 second, let's see. Well, there you can see a little bit about just how rough of a shape it's in. And then the front there, it's just in horrible condition. And then also this one here, I know not all of them are as bad, though. This one's got bite marks on it. On the arms especially. The torso itself is just dull and almost looks like some sandpaper was taken to it. Then this one right here, it's just full of scratches and stuff like that. It's not happy at all. And then lastly of those ones is this one here. It's just kind of like the others. It's just completely covered in scratches all dirty and everything like that. So yeah, let's just quickly check one time zoom. There we go. For these torsos right here, let's just price those ones out real quick. Yeah, 80 cents a torso. Those ones are definitely not going to get listed. I'll see if I can salvage the arms and hands and stuff, but yeah, then I'll just get to listing all this stuff then. Finally just finished with the Zane drawer. So all in all, there was 42 lots. I don't know why I highlighted them, for $64.96. So now I can go file and export, and let's see if anything needs to be consolidated. So verify. Okay, so we have the first one, and let's see if there's any more. Yep, here's another one. And that's all. So then I'll consolidate these two lots, and then I can get this listed. I guess that means our computer's not too happy if it takes that long. So yeah, I have the defragmenter running on the upstairs computer because it is a very slow computer. So yeah, if that can clean it up even slightly, then that's gonna be good. Although it won't be really usable. Actually, it might be usable. I can't remember. But from what I remember, it's just best not to use the computer while it's defragmenting. So it's just off limits for now, just till it's finished. And it says it's gonna take less than or more than a day. I can never read those things. So it's just there. So hopefully that finishes soon. Well, relatively soon. And then we managed to get a one shelf upstairs along with a whole bunch of stuff from it. So they're slowly clearing off the main floor for renovations. And so yeah, then once the main floor is clear sometime in the next like 3 to 4 weeks or so, I might just show the main floor because it'll be completely empty. And that's always interesting when a major part of your house is just completely empty. So yeah, I'll probably show that then. And yeah, then it's now past 11, so I won't be getting any work done tonight more, or pulling orders or stuff like that because I'm exhausted because some of those boxes are quite heavy. So yeah, then I might start putting together another cart on Bricklink for a store. And I won't place an order until tomorrow because I do like placing the order after I what's it called? After I finish rebuilding carts for eBay, just so I can add a few things if needed. But I might just start creating that cart or something. So I just got one random return in the mail today from Quebec. Although, when looking at it, I can't show anything. There's, one second, let me just cover this name here. There's no stickers on it for any return or anything like that. And it's, they ordered it 4 days ago. And we've already got it returned without any warnings or saying that we did something wrong. And it's only... They ordered it May the 1st. It would have gotten shipped out May the 2nd or something like that. I don't remember. Whichever day was the nearest, Tuesday or Friday afterwards. And it's already here with nothing on it. So I'm assuming they just returned it by accident or something like that. So I am going to just reship this one out in a little bit. But then I just got this one in the mail now. So I'll open it up and see what's inside. So yeah, then in the order that I placed, I went to this store. Which one for? Might have been for this hairpiece because I was going to get it at a different store. And the minifigure is missing it that needs it for dimensions on Bricklink and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pick it up at a store in Canada, see if I can find one that has it. There's only one who had it for sale, and then they had other stuff on my wanted list. So I decided to place the order. So I think that's what I went to this store for. So I picked this up. It was like 14 bucks, I think, or so. Excuse me. Then, I don't know if I actually need this Urk I had. It was on the wanted list, so I bought it. Then I did need the other 3 parts to rebuild minifigures, although I'm not sure if I have the other parts for the Ice Planet Chief guy, so I might not be able to rebuild him. But I know these 2 will help me finish rebuilding minifigures. Then I picked up some Hawkeye legs, so there's that. And then also a vampire torso, and then just one of these torsos here. Just always pick them up when I find them. And one more army soldier one. Then there is a Zane DX legs and stuff like that. I think that's, yeah, I don't remember why they bought that one. But then whenever there's a golem body for like under $7.50 or so, I pick it up. This one was like $3 something. Because I have arms for days, but just only the torso part is difficult to get. Then I picked up a bat torso thing from Monster Fighters. And a couple guns, blasters, and a Legolas hair. And so I should be able to rebuild some decent minifigures with that. Bricklink is running slower than a potato right now, so yeah, this might take a little while. I just finished. Oh, why won't it focus? There we go. I just finished with the dimensions for the hairpiece and for the minifigure. So that is the dimensions for the minifigure, and then the hairpiece is, well, the page isn't even loading here, so it'd be a pain to try and get that one up. But that stuff is done now. I'm just gonna put this stuff back in the envelope real quick. Here. And since Bricklink is running so slow, I'm not going to really deal with that. Oh, there's a server error. I know I had minifigure selected, so it should be there. Let's try this again. Minifigure, submit. Guys, yeah, it will say server error if you try to add a minifigure number to a part thing and stuff like that. So it won't show an error. It'll just like server error timed out or something like that. But this time I made sure it is in minifigure and it has the minifigure number. So it's definitely just Bricklink. Yeah, they did something, and Bricklink is slow right now. So yeah, then like even the home page is taking a little bit. Forms, yeah, it's all just slow for some reason. So then I'll just ask to see if it's just me. But yeah, Bricklink normally just doesn't take this long to do stuff like that. So something messed up, but oh well, that's Bricklink for you. So yeah, then I have this one. I'll leave it here though, just so I can just put it in the thing, and then open it up into technical issues. Slow with a question mark is Bricklink running super slow for anyone else right now. I have no idea if I'm even spelling it right. Okay, oh no, I did not spell that right. Okay, anyone else right now? Else, let's see, how do I spell this? Let's put an L there. Is Bricklink running super slow for anyone else right now? Let's just, well, this went through now, so if I press the home button here, is it gonna work now as soon as, no, this is still overall just running slow. So Bricklink running super slow for it. How did I still spell that wrong? Okay, so that's done. So yeah, then we can see over here the if it will load the dimensions for the hair where that. But anyways, that stuff's done. So I have a few more eBay orders to pull. I saw them this morning. Let's see if I can remember what they were. There was I know one of them was the space thing. It was the 2 alien defense unit soldiers or officers or something like that. I know that I might have several listings, so I'll have to double check the numbers, but I think this is one. The others are escaping me right now. What were they? Let's see real quick. Open up eBay. Here. Okay. Oh, it's the Tusken Raider. Okay, so I need to get the Tusken Raider. And so ACO1. Okay, this is the right one. And then I can't show any details because the eBay order page thing just shows so much data. I can't show anything there. So then I also need to get the Alien Trooper and the Tusken Raider. So the Alien Trooper, I think I just saw him. He's different than the pilot, so I have to make sure I don't get the pilot. This is the Trooper. So there's the Alien Trooper, and then I can move this over to the side a bit, and then I can get the Tusken Raider. I just had him out, and here he is. SW1074. Yep, that's the right one. So now I guess I better pull Bricklink orders, but hopefully Bricklink starts running a bit smoother then. Yogurt time. So just finished packing up the set, and so I had to make a commercial invoice again. The first 3 times you do it, it's takes forever, and but this time I don't want to show any details, so let me just block out their name. Yeah, that's all. I just was able to create the commercial invoice and put it in a nice little slip real quick, and it took 2 minutes tops or so. I can't show everything on it, but it's folded up and in the proper slot. And then I got a signature delivery confirmation thing for it, because for PayPal, if you send something over X amount of dollars, you need that, and so there's like $4 more to get that. So I did make sure I had that just to be on the safe side. It's going to a buyer 15 feedback, all good by the looks of it, I think. Let me actually double check just before real quick, because if I all of a sudden I noticed that they have a whole bunch of negative. Nope, it looks like it's all positive feedback on what they've left and what they've received. So all good there. Nothing to be concerned about for this buyer. So yeah, then this can get shipped out now. And yeah, then I guess I can get back to work. So yeah, gonna drop this off. Then over there, I'm gonna rebuild the eBay cards, and then after that, place another order on Bricklink to hopefully get parts I need to rebuild some stuff. And yeah, so 1,001 bricks on Bricklink. He's 10 feedback shy of his 50,000th feedback. So everyone in the forum is talking about it and stuff like that. So he'll be the 9th member on Bricklink to ever surpass the 50,000 feedback mark and get the purple or the violet brick beside his feedback numbers. That's pretty cool. So yeah, then that's he's only 10 feedback away. He'll be hitting it soon. So I just quickly processed the order from there, and let's go over this real quick. This one here was in okay condition. I had to clean it up a little bit, but that was fine. This one was fine, this one was fine, and this one was fine. But this one here has, it's right here, let me show you. It has like a weird white powder all over it. Then this one here was covered in bite marks. This part was fine. This part has heavy scratching. This part, the ear was almost completely half worn off on the one side. This part here, which was $7, had multiple bite marks. This one was fine. This one had a long, deep scratch. This one here has a whole bunch of marker on the sides and on the insides and several nicks/dings. And these two here had bite marks on them. So I disliked the store. Said in the personal comments, remarks thing, it's some of the worst quality I've ever gotten, and I am not going to be buying from them ever again. But I managed to get a few parts, so that's that. And I will recover some of my money eventually over time. It will take a while, but I do list the stuff again and everything like that. And they were decent prices, so there is that. So yeah, then I will get my money back eventually. So that's why I usually just don't waste time trying to reach out to the seller, because it's honestly just a massive headache. And that was the yeah, something that is not fun to do, but yeah, I'll leave that be. And eventually over time, most stores that are very poor quality will end up on my least favorited list, and then I'll never end up buying from them, which will save a lot of headaches in the future. So it's basically, almost dropped that there. So yeah, then I also like to leave detailed descriptions in the personal box. Let me just show an example of what I mean, because if you go up to the fans area, then you can click favorite, dislike, or subscribe only. So then if it's favorite, then I say why I liked it. It was above average quality for used. Dislike if it's below average, and if I have a neutral opinion, I just write subscribe. I choose the subscribe option, then you just enter in whatever you want, and then you can bookmark it. And then whenever I go to a store that matches my wanted list, then I'll basically just first always click on the fans thing, and then just see if I've written anything about the store, and then go from there. So yeah, then at least I know that, and I'm finally putting that together, so hopefully that'll work out. But then I'll get this stuff rebuilt, and then start rebuilding those guys. I think the next drawer up to do would be the Lord of the Rings drawer. So I'll just dump this out into here real quick and put the empty drawer back. And there's a lot of good stuff in here for sure. So yeah, I guess I'll get to listing this. And you can already see just on this one right here, the back has a V crack. So there's that, but you'll probably still be worth a decent amount. So yeah, then I guess I'll get to work on listing this. I've now got all of the parts laid out, and I was able to build 6 minifigures. So there's all in all of these different lots here for these ones. So now let's check the 6-month sales average. But the thing to keep in mind with Lord of the Rings especially is a lot of these are, well, especially these torsos here and stuff like that are from the Brittle Brown era. So a lot of them are going to be cracked, and some I might not even list. But also a lot of these prices are really inconsistent because some of them there's just not really that many for sale. So a couple might be sold super cheap, but in reality it's worth a lot more and stuff like that. So this year is probably very off from what the final price will be compared to some of the others, but let's see right there. So that is all set to 6-month sales average, but it's currently at $316 for just this little bit of stuff here. So yeah, that's just one drawer, that Lord of the Rings drawer. It's been getting full, so finally got around to it. So now I'm going to get to listing these. Just finished with checking everything for damage now, so these are the remarks. And so like normal, basically if it has comments, there's some damage. If not, it's in overall very good used condition. So there is that all done now. And I did actually find one part that wasn't in the Bricklink catalog yet. It is the One Frodo, I think it's a Frodo head, but it's a blocked open instead of a hollow. But on Bricklink, they've only got the hollow stud. So, I mean, I might have missed it. I'll do more checking and stuff like that. But eventually, it's just with the other stuff that I have to deal with eventually up there. So yeah, then if I eventually get around to that, might add that. It's not the first time, it happens every now and then. Usually, it gets caught at some point, but it looks like it is finally caught with this now. So yeah, then overall $446.80. There's a lot of really expensive parts with the price guide skewed a whole bunch because the new Lord of the Rings set that came out has pushed up the value of a lot of these things. And so just like with, for example, let me show with like Paz Vizsla, over here, we can see the price guides currently at about $26. But if we, like, for example, sort by month, well, it's sold up to $92. But let's just go back to this. And basically, it's, oh, wrong button. No, quantity. No price. Okay, so yeah, we can see the current average is $26, but the lowest one for sale is $44. So for similar things like that, a lot of these here have lower prices and stuff like that than what they actually sell for because of the new Lord of the Rings Lego set that came out. So a lot of these prices were adjusted noticeably more than I would normally do for parts and figures. So now let's go here and file, export, and then this, and then we can go paste that and verify. And then let's see if there's anything to consolidate. I don't think there will be. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this one actually. So I'll have to consolidate that, but nothing else is. So then let's actually quickly grab that. That is in drawer 447. It should be this one here. And I need to grab 2 of these headgear pieces. Let me remove this head real quick. One moment. Okay, there's that one removed. Okay, so I've got these 2 hair pieces and I need to put them into drawer 423. So let's put those into drawer 423 over here, which is this one. So those are in that drawer combined with the previous one. So now that should be everything. And I opened it up to the side so I can update the remarks later to get rid of the duplicate remarks. So now I can just go ahead and upload file. And now that is done. So almost 250,000 listed this week so far. And I'm just over 50 lots away from finally hitting the 17,000 lots for sale mark. So I can put this container back on the stack with the others now. It's now 9:15, so I still have a bit of time. So I guess I should get to another one. So yeah, we can see the pile is slowly shrinking over here. I might just, to take a little bit of a break, I might just quickly first sort all of these guys into their proper drawers over here, because there's for the legs I have these drawers here and stuff like that, so I might just quickly work on that first, get a bit of a break from the listing. But yeah, then there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 left for the drawers over there. And then once those guys are done, or at least for the most part, then I can finally get back to these. I haven't really bought anything on eBay for the past month, just for taxes and stuff like that. I'm still trying to avoid pretty much any expenses for the moment besides money in my PayPal account until all of the tax stuff is figured out, because we're gonna still have to call them to try and sort that stuff out again. Yeah, so then I should be able to start buying stuff on eBay again in a little while, but there won't be a eBay haul like this one here for a little while, at least a month, because I wait till a month since the first purchase has arrived to get as much combined shipping as possible. But yeah, then this here is this stuff here, so I'm gonna work on this, and then I should be able to get possibly one more done from there. Well, I'd say those have gone up in value a little bit. I sold all of my dark pink helmets a while ago. I sold 38 of them at $1.14 a piece, and that all went well. It's no issues or anything like that. And then the buyer just came back today after I had been slowly trying to get more and more of them to rebuild it because I still needed some. And he bought, okay, one second, I don't want to show any details. He bought, of the helmets, he bought 61 of them at $4 a piece. So I'm out of helmets again. He spent $260. His address is at the bottom, so I can't show it normally. But then, yeah, now he's bought all of them again. I had bought a whole bunch of them and had been slowly rebuilding my available amount so that I would have, and then he just bought them all again. Luckily, I still have 5, but at this point, I might just pull those listings so that I don't sell anymore, because I now have all of the exclusive torsos, but now no helmets for them. So that's fun. But yeah, who knows? We'll have to see. Yeah, because there's like no one available with much quantity at all. So yeah, who knows? I've actually thought of a better solution. Group by currency. Open this up. Open this up. Increase the price to $10 a piece. And I know that these will not sell. So this way here, I can still have them for sale, but I hope they do not sell because I need some. And I'm pricing them just so that I can find them, because I just don't really feel like walking all the way to the drawer and then taking them out of the drawer and stuff like that. So then this way here, that should be good now. But I bought those helmets. I was buying them around $1 a piece. Where's the main ones? Yeah, I bought that $1.32 a piece and stuff like that, and then sold them at $4 a piece. So yeah, I can never keep those guys in stock. So time to start on these legs here. So I'm just going to dump them all out and really hope that there's no spiders inside. No spiders so far. And what about this one? Still no spiders, I hope, so that's good. I'll keep the garbage drawer open in case I do need it. And actually, before I forget, let me check inventory, see if anything's missing remarks. Nope, nothing's missing remarks. So then this drawer I can put away later. But then I'll just make a little bit of room over here. And then I'm basically going to just grab one drawer at a time from the legs area. I just started with this one because it's the most common. And then I'll just grab all of them of this color and put them in here, and then go into the next drawer. And for this stuff here, I go by hip color, not by light color. So this is a dark brown one, and so that would go in here and stuff like that. But yeah, then I'll just go through these one color at a time and get them all. And this here is basically for anything that isn't themed. As you can see, Star Wars, I have all of these Star Wars legs in here and stuff like that. I mean, and if it's connected to an actual minifigure. But then that stuff does go in there. But then this here is for everything else that's just generic for the most part, or maybe some CMF parts got mixed in and stuff like that. But yeah, just mostly city and other stuff. But yeah, then there's going to be some horrible ones like this that I'll just put in the garbage right away. And then there's going to be others that I'll just throw out once I eventually get to listing them. So I'll work on this now. Just finished with the legs, and the drawers are all a lot more full now than they were before. So that's that. So then I can close this one now. The black legs, there's now too much for the drawer. I put some legs over here that have to go in some containers. There was that one, and that one. So yeah, then now I will sort the torsos and get them into their proper drawers. They have these ones up here. And so yeah, then these ones are now full and stuff like that. So I guess I have to get to processing these sometime soon. But all in good time, I guess. Although, one second, let's see. Can I empty that one container there if I can lift this up? Okay, so this here is like all accessory type things. This looks like all accessory type things. Might as well mix them together. There we go. Now there's a little bit more room. And what was this? Okay, this here is just odds and ends. So if I put this on here, that's done. Then this can get stacked up here again. There's that. Did I see? Okay, that's that. Then this can get dumped into the container of odds and ends, although there is one printed part here. So I will put the printed part quickly in here. There's that another printed part. There's another printed part, I think. Let's grab this one. Yep, there's another printed part. Exact same one. Okay, I'll put that into there. And so then this, I'll dump. First, make sure this isn't a printed part. It isn't, okay. Then I'll dump this into the container of random stuff over there. And then this container is now empty. And so yeah, so these containers are empty. No idea where those things are from. Then there's also these ones. So then I can just empty these guys onto the table here real quick. There. How did that fall? Let's grab that. And apparently there's a J torso in here. I'll put that in the J drawer. And then I can dump this one out as well. Then I can put these two containers away as well. There's that. And then I can move this. And then I can push this. Oh, that didn't work. Push that back. Push that there. that over there, put that stuff over there, that one back, this here, this one over here, put that there, and that there, and now it's a lot more tidy over there, but I'll get started on these guys now. There is a lot of them. Just sold Paz Vizsla again, so that's a nice sale. He sold for $60 again, plus shipping and tax. So I relisted him at $64 now. Yeah, this is the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, today is a Saturday. So the next vlog should be out on Wednesday. Yeah, then I did finish sorting all of the torsos here, filled up one more drawer of torsos, so there is that. And yeah, then I guess what I'll do today is probably first list this drawer here, maybe, if I remember or get around to it, and then probably just continue with some of these, or might just start with these and then get to that drawer or something. I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'll just focus on trying to get these guys listed again, and it is shrinking now, so that's good for the total amount of drawers left there. So yeah, I was finally invoiced for the one order on Bricklink, so I did pay for that. But I am still missing, I'm still waiting for the invoice of that one order from the one store, but, well, you can't do anything about it sometimes. So yeah, then I guess I'll, get back to listing, stuff after I edit the vlog and everything. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far.